Hello and welcome to Zen as Fuck and Saging the Shit Out of It. This is an unapologetic podcast for spiritual women who burn sage, set bold prices, and stay chill while scaling like hell. I'm your host, Iena SpiritWalker, internationally known psychic healer, money-making mentor, and former stay-at-home mom who turned her trauma into a multi-six-figure mission. I'm a spiritual business transformation catalyst. I still have to say that slowly because it is a tongue twister. With 27 years experience in the spiritual and holistic world, I blend fierce strategy, intuitive downloads, and some seriously spicy truths to help women like you grow a business that's aligned, abundant, and anything but average. So if you're done with the fluffy advice, spiritual bypassing, and undercharging for your sacred work, you're in the right place. Let's clear the energy, crank up the clarity, and scale your healing empire with sacred power and savage joy. Tits up and wings out, my lovelies. Let's get to it. So today's topic is your business isn't broken. It's just boring. Ooh, I know that stings a little bit, but hear me out. If you've been feeling like your business is broken, newsflash, it may be boring. So today we're going to talk about how to stand out from the crowd and shine. And I'm going to give you 3 tools to do that. I want to start with my own experience through this, so maybe you can get an idea of where I'm coming from today. For the longest time, I did what every psychic and healer does in their business. I taught classes, I did single sessions, and you guys, this was before the Zoom boom. You know, I've been doing this 27 years. So all the sessions were in person, which means I had to either rent a space to do this, which meant money up front, or have people in my home with 2 cats and 2 kids. Okay. So I was teaching people how to open up their gifts. We were talking to animals, getting messages from their spirit guides, etc. I did dig it. I really loved it. However, I wasn't really able to get ahead of the flow, we'll say. I was just really blending into the thousands of other people who are doing the same damn thing. I want to add here too, you know, I'm an Usui Reiki master. A lot of people also were teaching Usui Reiki certifications. That's how a lot of healers make money as well. For me, I'm not shitting on Reiki. I love Reiki. I think it's amazing. But I like to teach people that were born with healing abilities. And I do meet a lot of people that kind of get caught up in sort of the certification grind, you know, feeling like they're not enough until they have the next certification. So I always avoided that. I think I've only certified one person, and that was a friend of mine who specifically requested it. Okay, so one day I saw a woman online who was a coach, and I was listening to her talk, and she said the word fuck. And I instantly fell in love with her. And this is because I felt like she was being really authentic. That's what I told myself anyway. But honestly, I saw a part of her that I had been neglecting within myself. I realized that I wasn't really being completely who I am. I was trying to be someone who I'm not to fit into what I conceive to be the acceptable mold as a healer. I just thought I was being professional, but it was so much deeper than that. So I went back after this experience and this aha moment for myself and rewatched a few of my videos, obviously social media, etc. And I noticed that my voice was different. It was a few octaves higher and I kind of sounded robotic. I was so concerned with what I had to say and the lighting and how much time I had to say it in. I literally forgot to be myself. It felt very weird and very unauthentic as I was watching these older videos. So this was really the first shift I made. I imagined that I was speaking to a dear friend, someone who I love fiercely within my own heart. And for her, I can share my heart and my wisdom and tell her the hard truths that only a best friend could. This changed the way I came across in my videos. Like the title of this podcast, your business is not broken, it's boring. That's a tough fucking pill to swallow, isn't it? But a true friend, I'm your bestie here, a true friend will call you out on your shit, right? Yes, and we all appreciate those friends. The more I allowed my own personality to shine through, the more people seemed to resonate with me. Shocking. Before, it was almost like people that were watching my old content had this internal radar and that was recognizing I was not being my authentic self, which I wasn't even aware I wasn't doing. And energetically, that kind of translates into someone that can't be trusted. So of course, we're not able to, fathom that on an intellectual level, but energetically, we feel that. We feel that something's not aligned here, right? Also, I began to pay attention to what it is my audience really needed. So hear me out. This is not what I thought was cool or what I thought my audience needed. It's what I was being shown that my audience needed. So at the time, I was really focused on animal communication and healing. I did 4 summits on that topic and was really dialed into that community. However, for private clients, I was attracting female spiritual entrepreneurs who wanted to up-level their business. Interesting, right? I realized that my audience didn't need another bland way to open up their psychic gifts. So many people, so many people after that. Sorry, I misread my notes. I still read notes, so yeah, but I'll fuck up occasionally. That's okay. What my audience needed was a way to shift their own energy to reflect their business. That's what was happening for my private clients, and they were getting really amazing results. And this had nothing to do with learning how to talk to animals, right? Here's another thing I did. I took a really hard look at my passions and layered all of that into my service. So, flashing back to when I was 29, I'm 53 by now. When I was 29, I had a toddler and an infant. After I would ate, I literally would pass out. And since I was a stay-at-home mom, this meant my little ones were on their own until I woke up, which was freaking terrifying as a mother. Oh my God. Um, I went to all the specialists, I went to all the doctors, I did all the tests, all the shit. Everyone that I went to, I think I went to 6 or 8 doctors, I don't know, it was a lot, said that my tests were normal and they wanted to give me meds for depression. So I did finally find a doctor of integrative medicine that changed my life, and I was diagnosed with acute reactive hypoglycemia and adrenal failure. That was back several decades ago. And of course, this was from my stress and the typical American food that I had eaten my entire life. So after several years of radical shifts in my lifestyle, I really started to feel like a human being again and not just like a sick shell. So you can be damn sure that the people that I work with, whether they're one-on-one or in groups, are exposed to how an accumulation of the food that they eat and the stress in their lives is expressed in their energy. Okay. The other things I looked at was, what am I really interested in? Things that changed my life for neuroscience and quantum physics, to name a few. And I started folding all of these offers into what I was doing for my clients. And once I started focusing on that, things completely changed for me. And that is because my business ultimately began to reflect my energy, who I really am. And I want that for you as well. The truth is, most spiritual entrepreneurs are not stuck. They're playing too small. And that's certainly what I was doing within my own business for many years. Once I stepped back and looked at the bigger picture and allowed myself to be truly authentic, fold in my passions and the lessons I learned, my people, my tribe, magnetically found me. So let's take a look at those 3 steps and break them down for you to help you stand out from the crowd and shine. Number 1, be completely honest with yourself. Is your authentic personality coming through in your content? Now, this doesn't have to be like me dropping the F-bomb, okay? But if your friends read a typed post or an email that you sent out, would they know it was you? That is a true test. You are a completely unique snowflake. And your job is not to blend into the crowd. Your job is to stand out. This is when your business can become unstoppable. Okay, number 2. Oh, and let's go back. Number 1, I mean, you're going to have to like revisit your content and be brutally honest with yourself, like I did. Okay. Number 2, what are you offering? And this could be a journaling process for you. In fact, it is a journaling process that I'm going to hypothesize with you. So I want you to take some time with this, and you're going to create 2 columns. The first column is going to be life's highs, and the second column is going to be life's lows. So within the first column, life highs, obviously you're going to write about things that are really amazing in your life. So it could be when you graduated from college, climbed Mount Everest, whatever it was. But I also want you to include subjects that really light you up, things you could talk about for hours, what you find yourself buying books on all the time, what you are constantly watching movies about and documentaries. That goes in life's highs, okay? All right. Now, life's lows, it's pretty obvious that the shitty experiences, right? But I want you to include things that you have come through. So don't just stop at, okay, this sucked, this happened, this happened, this happened. I want you to think about what is it that I got to the other side of. So for me, again, it was the adrenal fatigue, getting through trauma as a woman in an abused relationship, all those things. Those are things that I've gotten to the other side of, and I am able to help others with in my business. Because when you get to the other side of those challenges, you are now qualified to help someone else find the way, right? It's like you're the tour guide. You've been there, you're like, hell yeah, come with me. I know the way out. Let's go. Let's go. This is how things start to shift. Okay. You may want to take a couple days with this. So what I mean by that is do your life's highs and life's lows, write out as much as you possibly can, and then close it up. And what's going to happen is your brain's going to start marinating and you'll probably remember like a couple new things. So maybe the next day or 12 hours later or whatever, write some more. Write some more things. Read what you have already. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot about that. So do this for 2 or 3 days, come back to it and write more. All right. Now, as you're reading, after you feel like you've got a pretty good succinct list with these 2 columns, ask yourself, what is in here that I can fold into my already existing offers? Or maybe you need to totally scrap what you're doing like I did and totally shift things around. So I suppose the other question would be, what do I need to let go of? How can I add the layers to what I'm already doing to change people's lives? This is how you become recognizable. You want to layer in the parts of your life and your interests to help others. That's the whole point of us being here. Truth. Okay, number 3. Who do you serve and what transformation are you helping them achieve? So in your heart of hearts, who do you really, really want to help? Again, when you're creating content for this, you may want to you can put a picture of your best friend like near your camera and look at your bestie so you can speak with her directly and remind yourself to be who you truly are. Just be authentic, just be real, just speak to her. Because the reality is, when people are watching the videos, they're not watching it as a group generally. It's one person sitting on their phone or on their computer watching you, and you want it to feel real. Okay. And we did talk about the transformation as well. And the transformation is important because, unlike as in the example of what I was offering, a healing class or an animal communication class or a psychic development class, those are nice. But people aren't going to be like, holy fuck, you should like go to this class or meet this woman. She's amazing. No, my friend, you're playing too small. Let's up level it. Let's up level it. It's time. It's time. Okay, my darling. So I hope that was helpful for you. If so, please give me a hell yes in the comments below. I appreciate it. Okay, beautiful. So thanks for tuning in to Zen as fuck and saging the shit out of it. If today's episode lit a fire under your ass, share it with a spiritual sister who's ready to scale without selling her soul. Don't forget to like this episode and smash those subscribe and notification buttons. You don't want to miss out on any of these gems. And before you go, let's get real. I am speaking directly now to the female entrepreneurs. If your business is stuck, stale, or straight up suffocating, there is a deeper block. So discover what is actually holding you back. Take the free Sacred Success Block quiz now. The link is available in the show notes below. And what it is, it's 5 multiple choice questions. It's super fast. And when you get your result of what is blocking you, you get a customized masterclass that's all totally free. Check it out. Grab your free quiz below. Okay, my darlings, I will see you next time. Keep your tits up, your wings out, and keep saging the shit out of it.